Hello everyone, I'm Amy Packer, Social Value Manager here at Art Group London Limited, currently working in partnership with Kia. Today I'm going to go through the interviews, how to prepare and some top tips. I've been working in the construction industry for the last 7 years, originally starting as an apprentice administrator within our pre-construction team. I assisted in tendering and bidding for some very large projects. I'll never forget my first ever interview and how I actually nearly didn't attend because I was so nervous. But if I didn't attend, then I wouldn't be in the position I am today, managing our new apprentices and supporting people into the construction industry. We all know interviews can be scary, but just remember, we're all human and we've all been in similar situations before, even the people carrying out your interview. The key to an interview is to be prepared. Research your company before attending. You don't need to know everything and nobody expects you to, but know your key points, such as the company turnover, number of offices, where's their head office, what do they do, what are their values. It's important to ensure you also have the correct company. Some companies have very similar names, but can be very different. For example, Art Group London are a construction company, but we also have Art Group Recruitment, who are a recruitment agency. Just make sure you know what company you are attending before. Make sure you talk about yourself in first person. When I completed a project within the required timescales, when I achieved the client's requirements. The employer wants to know what you have achieved, what your talents are. Think about personal interests, your experience. They don't all have to be related to work. Think of your favourite hobby, your education, what motivates you to get up in the morning. Employers want to know what you're like as a person. Think about the type of interview you're going to be attending. Is it virtual? Is it 2-stage? 3-stage? Have you got to do a test? Is it a panel of interviewees? Is it a group exercise? Do you need to deliver a presentation? This will all help you in preparing for the interview. Sometimes we find it hard to talk about ourselves or to remember what we have rehearsed for the interview. Think of the STAR model. This can really help you. STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. This can be used when you've been presented with a question, such as, tell me about a time when the STAR model theory can be used. Think of situation. Open with a brief description of the situation. Think of the 5 W's. Who, what, where, when, why. Task. Explain the task that you was asked to carry out. Highlight key challenges, such as deadlines, budget constraints, resources. Think of the action. Describe the actions you carried out. And finally, result. Think of the result from this project, from this task. What was the key benefits? Did you complete the project within the required timescales, within the required budget? Remember, think of the STAR model. Situation, task, action, result. We then go on to before the interview. Being prepared will help calm your nerves. Prepare answers to typical questions. Think about questions such as, what do you know about the business? Tell me about a time when. Think about how you would respond and what your answers are. As they say, practice makes perfect. Ask family members or friends to carry out mock interviews. This can be done face-to-face or virtually. We then go on to weaknesses and the question, what are your weaknesses? This is an opportunity to show your employer where they can help you develop and grow within the company. Jobs are so varied, and having a 100% skill match is not required. Companies want to see where you can grow in their business. A very important point, think of your attire. What are you going to wear? Get it prepared the day before. It's one less thing to worry about on the day of the interview. This is important even if your interview is virtual. Dress smart and presentable. Remember, first impressions always count. We now think about your route and how you're going to get to the interview. Are you driving? Is there parking available? Are you travelling during rush hour or school times? Think of potential traffic. Leave yourself plenty of time. Are you getting public transport? Make sure you've done a route planner and check the different routes available. Please ensure you get to your interview at least 15 minutes before. We now go on to the day of the interview. The day of the interview, make sure you've had enough sleep and feel energised. Take a bottle of water with you. A combination of being nervous and talking a lot can cause a dry mouth, so take a sip of water. This also gives you a chance to pause, think about how you are going to respond to the question that is being asked. And most importantly, enjoy it. Take in the experience. This could be the start of an exciting journey. I never believed after my apprenticeship interview 7 years ago that I would be where I am today. So remember, be yourself, be honest, and good luck.